Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We are in Trent's Unnamed studio in Marietta, Georgia, and I'm joined today by producer Trent Ludzack.
Hello.
And our special guest, Reid Pegram.
Hello, everybody.
What
Thanks
up,
for
Reid?
having me. Not much, man.
Reid is a comedian from North Carolina, Greensboro, Winston-Salem area. And I was just saying, like, I'm no stranger to North Carolina, especially Greensboro.
Yeah,
I've done shows at New York Pizza.
on Tate Street, man. Yeah.
I did comedy at a place called Moonrunners one time, Moonrunners Tavern. It was kind of an old fogey bar.
I've never heard of Moonrunners before. I don't know if it was a place called the Flatiron before. I don't know if it was.
I had a buddy who was booking. He lived in North Carolina at the time, and he would book shows all over the Triangle area, like Raleigh, Garner, Charlotte.
I mean, that's where I lived. I lived in Raleigh 5 years before I moved.
So I even get those cities mixed up sometimes, so I could be thinking of the wrong place.
Well, because like where Greensboro and Winston-Salem and then High Point is the Triad, and then Durham, Raleigh, and Chapel are the Triangle, and it's just like fucking
the
dumb.
Illuminati is based in North Carolina, I'm pretty sure.
Very much. Fucking Roy Cooper is the Illuminati.
Dude, Charlotte is like a banker town.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like,
No.
Apparently, that's what people kept telling me when I was there. They were like, everyone's a banker. I'm like, what does that
It's
mean?
a full-on Harry Potter Gringotts shit underneath Charlotte, like I believe. Yeah,
Well, didn't the goblins in Harry Potter look kind of racist?
Yeah, they were very anti-Semitic. That was shame on you, J.K. Rowling.
I have like a bit that I do. I really only do it now at like late night bar open mics, you know, when people are drunk, just about how the signs were there with J.K. Rowling, you know, like in my joke I talk about she came up with a lot of slurs for imaginary people. Like, why was there multiple slurs and derogatory ways to refer to like mystical creatures?
Yeah, like those were words she's saying to real people, like in her brain, you know, like not
Look
out
at
loud.
all these
but
mudbloods.
yeah, and
whoa,
like,
dude.
What real race
Come on,
is
No,
that?
Billy. She's going for depth here.
No, I'm
She's trying
talking
to build
about
a feel a lived in world.
Yeah, that you gotta. Hey,
You're too into Dune, Trent. That's why you said that.
Yeah,
could
you're right.
believe
That's
it.
the problem.
Dude, I really did think I was gonna get like a letter to go to Hogwarts, so I guess it was realistic. That's what she was going for.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, it was part of that whole wave of OG Harry Potter.
Were you a Harry Potter
generations.
kid?
I like tried to, and I liked my comic books more. I was like, oh,
Right.
there's cool pictures in here.
How are you like? Because I got into Harry Potter as like a child.
Yeah,
Like I was
I'm
basically in probably kindergarten when I started reading those books.
because I'm like 32.
Okay, I'm
So
30, so we're
Okay, you're like
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like in middle school maybe, and like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
pretty
think
religious background, so people are like real weird. Actually, my mom loves it.
My parents were religious, but well, my mom was religious. My dad really isn't, but like she never ever really had a problem with Pokemon or Harry Potter or stuff like that. She was like, it's just books and TV shows. Who cares?
Yeah, no, I don't know. My mom would take me to Harry Potter stuff. She was just like, "We gotta go see No Harry." I was like, "Fine, okay." Like you know, this is a weird role reversal.
White
right?
women loved Harry Potter.
They
though.
love Harry Potter.
It was. I don't know if they do anymore. They've kind of it's their little secret, you know. Like they won't be public that they love Harry Potter anymore, but they do. You know
Yeah.
they do. They know which house they are.
Go to like any trivia night at any bar like 5 years ago. Things would be totally different.
They used to dress up like wizards on a regular basis. Remember that? Remember the goth kids used to just be wizards all the time?
Yeah, oh, totally.
I have worked a Harry Potter event at a science museum before. They didn't make me dress up. but I was there.
Was that a Christian Science museum?
No, it was the the St. Paul, Minnesota Science Museum.
Honestly,
And
Christians.
it was a sleep-in. It was
Well,
like
Trent
one of
was
those.
a sheltered kid. He wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter.
No, this was when I worked at the brewery,
Okay.
Oh shit.
and my parents did read us Harry Potter when I was a kid.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
but no Pokemon. That's
No,
the
I was.
devil?
They gave in on Pokemon pretty quick,
All right.
but there was like a moment of resistance with it.
I didn't know that Pokemon had a weird anti-religion.
Because they were monsters.
Yeah.
They were
Oh.
pocket monsters.
Yeah, that
But
was
like most
the
of
whole
them are
thing.
cute though.
If
It's
you
like-
believe in monsters, though, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. No, that's kind of what I miss out of religion. I'm kind of bummed.
I miss the romanticism of like our parents' generation. Even though they screwed a lot of things up, they just believed in things. You know, they believed in. I bet some of our parents they believe in Santa Claus somewhere. Because I remember being a kid and believing in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Even when I knew he wasn't real, you know, like my older brother told me he wasn't real, but
Yeah,
but
some
I
like
still
religious
believed
kid
a little
did.
bit, you know.
Because he was like, Santa Claus is going to take any more stolen valor from Jesus.
I was
He's
like,
not
one
real.
day Santa's gonna show up and he's gonna kick your fucking ass, and he's gonna be like, "Billy, you believed in me, so we're cool."
Yeah, no, I get it because there's so much cynicism now. You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like that generation, like there's still like, you know, my mom's still like, well, what do you want Santa to give you for Christmas this year? And I'm just like, Rin would be nice. Can you tell him?
I'm
If
just
he
gonna
could-
believe in Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if he's real, I'll take health insurance.
I hope he shows up to one of your shows. Yeah, I know, right?
What do you want
I'm
for
kind of
Christmas
high. It
from
was a little
Santa?
delayed. Like,
I'll take like $30 an hour with benefits from Santa if he's offering.
I would hope that it's like Santa's like he's not going to give you health insurance, but he's going to make you like a really good rate on it. Like you're still going to have to pay a monthly premium, you know, but it's like $5 for like the best health
Look,
insurance.
we got to charge you something. It's the way
Yeah.
that the tax code is set up.
Yeah, capital.
I guess like somebody with all the rich billionaires we have in the world, if it wasn't for like personal greed, like the nature of man, I think everybody could be doing all right. You know,
Oh, totally.
there's so much money, people could have jobs. Why Taco Bell's owned by PepsiCo, right? And PepsiCo is one of the richest companies in America, and they're proud of that, right? But why does the Taco Bell drive-through employee make $10 an hour, right?
Yeah, I think that's like really the true heroes.
You know
honestly.
you can pay him more than that. Yeah. And if you do a good job in the Taco Bell drive-through, you're a hero. But
Oh no, yeah.
but I wouldn't say the people who work at the one in Marietta are heroes.
Dude, you're just seeing just somebody screaming like an employee argument like with each other like in the drive-through. It's like so awkward. It's so weird.
Every time I pull up to
I
a
think I
fast
just saw
food-
someone quit once. Oh yeah, sorry.
You quit
I'm
the
on
Taco
it.
Bell?
I'm saying like physically move the microphone, please.
Oh.
You're right.
You're kind of it's in a weird place where you're kind of half not talking into it.
Oh, hit it straight on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're
You
right.
wanna talk straight into that.
Oh,
No, that's-
hey everybody! I'm glad the whole
Yeah.
internet just saw me
That's my
understand
fault. I'm
microphones.
a bad host for that.
Welcome to the show.
Oh man, I guess I have been kind of just off mic the whole time. Maybe my bad.
It doesn't matter. Only my friend Corey listens to this show. But he keeps listening, so I keep putting it out.
Hell yeah! What's up, Corey?
What up, Corey?
Hope you like Harry Potter.
He likes to skate.
Nice.
You're skateboarding?
I skateboarded once and then I bruised my tailbone and I like never did it again.
That's my problem. I hurt myself every time without fail.
Yeah.
And like that's my philosophy. I'm like, I'll skate until I hurt myself, and then I'm done for the day.
But you're still skating. You're still going out there and skating.
But I hurt myself every single time. It just depends on the degree to which I hurt myself. So
Right.
now I don't think I can do it anymore. I got like responsibilities and of child is.
Yeah, no,
to
you
be
have a child
born
on the
and-
way, so you can't
yeah.
like get sick air anymore. Like,
I got a concussion wakeboarding one time. There's a really
Oh,
cool
shit.
wakeboard park, hour north of here.
oh, okay.
Maybe like 45 minutes.
Was it like in Lanier or something?
It's called
Or-
Terminus Wake Park. It's just a man-made
Oh, sick.
hole in the ground that
Nice.
but there's fish in there, dude, and those fish are like bold, man. They'll bite you.
Oh, I bet, dude. They're trying to get out.
Dude, they bite me
know.
on the arm. I think they're attracted to like the color of one of my tattoos is like a bright blue, and they bite me in
yeah.
the same spot every time.
Like fucking reefs.
Yeah, that's it. That's like a kids park. You
Oh,
see there,
sick.
but you can see the wakeboard park behind it.
I tried to do it. I got up like twice on a wakeboard, and I think that was enough.
One time I wakeboarded
good.
behind John Chappell's fishing pontoon while we were on the way to do like lake comedy.
What was that? Does it mean like you were gonna do it like on the water, like on a lake?
We did it
Or-
off the boat with a portable speaker.
Holy
and
shit.
there was like people hanging out having like dock parties. So it was cool.
Or would you just like roll up on dock parties? And just
I would
be
do it
like,
again, yeah.
Hey, you guys got kids?
No, we wouldn't. They planned it out in advance.
Okay.
But like I said, it's a fishing pontoon. So we were late to one of the shows because we had to drive the boat across the entire Lake Lanier. And it took like over an hour to
oh
do
my
that.
god.
And afterward, I was like, dude, we could have died. We could have pulled the boat out and hauled it with the truck over there faster than we drove across the lake. It was fun, though. I had a good time.
Yeah. No, I mean like I'm sure it's like a good voyage. Or maybe it was a bad voyage. I don't know. I mean, I feel like an hour on a pontoon boat, like a mutiny could happen.
It did get a little boring after a while. I'm like, yo. But that's what we had the wakeboard for, I guess.
Like, what if I threw John Chappell just
Who else was there?
overboard and I became captain?
Nate Allen was there.
Oh, nice.
Gabe was there.
Nice.
I think they had just moved to town. And that might have been it. Somebody else was supposed to come, I think, but didn't make it.
That'd be wild. I just can't imagine people are wet. It's a comedy show where people are wet. You know, that feels weird. There were people that are more inhibited, you know, not left.
People were just like getting drunk and like floating
Sick.
in the mud water around the.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. People are wet at all of my comedy shows.
Oh, yeah. No.
If they're not wet when they get there, they're wet by the time they leave because I piss all over them.
Yeah, that's why I sell at my merch tables. I just splash them with a cup of water.
Wake up.
It'll be $5, please.
That could be something.
Yeah, no.
I
Do you
get
think
it.
someone you could sell just like light slaps on the face at your merch table?
If you're like a hot girl, you could.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, you would like clean up maybe. So, yeah, there's the right people there.
Dude, they say that being a hot girl in comedy is like a difficult thing, but I think that's like jackpot right there, you know? They already like you. Isn't that the whole game, getting them to like you?
Yeah, I mean, I think like I don't know. I think I always hear like people say like, "Oh, they're there to like you," and I'm like, "Ah, every time." So, yeah, no. Some shows I've done, no, they're
Sometimes
not.
they just don't want to like you.
They're not there to
and
like
you
you.
have to try
Yeah.
to convince them, maybe. But I guess there's people I don't really like that I do think are funny. So there's something
true.
there.
It's true. You want to like name all of them and their like addresses?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
kidding.
They're all in the Atlanta comedy scene. But I said that's still a compliment. I'd rather you think I was funny than like me.
No, totally. That's the most important thing, you know. But just like really like shots in the nuts for like $15, dude. I think that'd be a 30. I think dudes would pay 30 for an
You think,
attractive
man,
female
in
comic.
this
to just
economy-
kick
I
him
think
in the
Steve-O
nuts.
could do that too.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
If
yeah.
Steve-O wanted to, he could charge for that.
I think
It's
Steve-O
a weird middle of
charges.
Venn diagram, but yeah.
I think Steve-O charges for you to kick him in the nuts,
Totally, yeah.
and that seems like he's losing a little in that deal.
And he's doing it sober too. It's not like he's, unless he's like relapsing or something like that.
Yes, who would have thought that of all the Jackass members, Steve-O would be the one to like have it most together
Yeah.
later
And
in life.
That's true.
also, it's like, what pain was he running from with the drugs? The physical pain.
Yeah,
was
no, I'm
the-
sure.
It was the pain of his job.
Yeah, I've always said Steve-O deserves whatever the highest like comedy award is. I don't know what that is or if it exists, but no one has sacrificed more for the game.
That is like someone that like who is like I feel like traditionally like originally not a stand-up comedian, but I'm like I'm glad they're making more money and doing more shows than I am. Even like
I think his stand-up is kind of like a multimedia show too. He shows some videos of some crazy stuff that he does and stuff like that. But I had a friend who went to see it and he said it was good. I've never seen it. I've seen like one of his specials, but it was kind of old and
He's also been doing it for like a long time now.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's like been
10 or 15 years.
So it's been at least like 10 or 15
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
he does. I know he does like some stunts, like he was like squeezing lemons in his eyes at the time or something.
I was like, he's got to do something, right? He's got to be in some kind of pain at one
Dude,
point.
maybe they could get him to.
He's got
drop
a
in.
Gallagher himself or something.
You think they could get him to drop in at the hot pepper comedy show,
Oh,
and he puts the hot pepper up his ass or something like that?
that would be the ultimate drop in for that specific show. Like that would be like the Chris Rock of like hot pepper comedy coming in and doing a set, Yeah, I'll take 2 in my butt.
I'll put the ghost peppers in my eyes, dude.
Give me 3 of them. I want to fill all the holes in my face.
Yeah, thanks for the time, Damon.
David, can you eat 3 and then you piss in my mouth? Thanks for the time, everybody.
Can you baby
Thanks,
bird
dude.
it into my mouth, please?
I appreciate it. Who do I Venmo for this LaCroix, dude?
Who wants to lick the chili paste off my head, bro?
He would probably leave Atlanta with like 10 adopted dogs too.
Oh, totally.
One time I saw a dog in the middle of the road in Atlanta, and I stopped, and the dog didn't move. It was like a pit bull.
Yeah, that's where dogs live in Atlanta, right?
So
Yeah.
I honked my horn at it, and it just stood there and was like, "What, bitch?" And I was like, "Oh man, what do I do now?" So I just waited for the dog to like move on, because I'm not gonna get out of my car or something.
No, it's like a meeting a buffalo in the road. I'm just gonna.
I was like,
I would throw in reverse, Terry. That's what
"Get out of here, man." I felt bad because you don't know what's gonna happen to that dog. Get picked up by animal control or hit by a car or something. But what was I gonna do?
Yeah, and it's like it's kind of like you putting it's usually like a big pit bull, and I like pit bulls. Pit bulls are rad dogs,
Yeah.
but like also you don't know how domesticated it is.
Yeah.
You might as well put like that like spitting dinosaur from Jurassic Park in your car with you.
I love a good pit bull who has a good owner, but I have a natural fear of any dog that is like stronger than me.
Ripped. Just this like fucking Michael Clark Duncan dog.
I'm afraid of anyone who works out more than me, and I'm pretty sure the dog does.
It's got like a way more rich and protein diet than I do.
Yeah,
100%.
anyone who eats better and works out more than me, I'm afraid of.
He's doing that like old school, like 2 trash cans, like on like a pipe thing in like an alley somewhere.
Unless, I guess I could take him if I had like the Batman suit.
Yeah.
Segway.
Because that's always been my biggest thing with the Christopher Nolan Batman or the Christian Bale Batman. It's like, yeah, dog took him out.
Yeah. But then he
It
gets the
was
upgrade after that, right?
Yeah, no.
He's like, what about dog bites or something like that? I've seen that movie so many times.
Should do well against cats or whatever.
Yeah. You have.
So also he's saying it might not. He's like, it's like Morgan Freeman being like, I don't know, dude.
Which
Steer
Batman
clear.
suit do you have?
It's, I like to say it's more like a Keaton Keaton situation. I mean, it's like a big old yellow,
Can we pull up the Batman suit?
like a yellow oval.
He's got the yellow belt.
It's got the yellow belt. It's got fake abs on it.
How do you go about getting a full size Batman suit?
Oh, dude, it was just like it was like a real piecing it together over a span of a year kind of thing.
Oh, it is the Michael Keaton suit. Okay, so that was like you had to get like parts for that.
No, I mean it's literally like it's just like a Under Armour spandexy pants, and then like black galoshes I got from Walmart, and a cape. They're like, I remember. Dude,
this is a homemade Batman.
yeah, this is
suit?
homemade. Yeah, I put this on. I just
dude, I thought you
cobbled
had
this
the
together.
legit Batman. Can we pull up Reid's Batman
Oh
suit?
yeah,
Is it on your
I mean,
Instagram?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram somewhere, or like my Facebook, or we could
We could play Dungeons and Dragons.
We could create a character sheet for my Batman if you want. Wisdom, like a solid 3, maybe. I don't know. It's got to be somewhere in there, deep in a.
How did you get started doing stand
that's a
up
video,
in
I
a
guess.
Batman costume?
Just yeah, dude. I feel like it's very clearly like
I guess, dude, it's always
it's
late
just
at
like
night, and usually in a dark club or something. You come into the Batman suit. I'm like, oh, there's Batman.
Yeah, no,
I've
it's-
never really looked that deep into it, but you don't have the abs or the fake muscles or anything.
No, I think that was a different shirt. It's just a different Batman shirt. I do have one with fake abs on it.
You gotta get the one with the nipples.
Yeah.
Who was that? Clooney? No,
I mean, yeah, no,
Was
it's
that
Clooney.
Keaton?
That's Clooney.
It was
It's Batman, Batman, and
Batman
Robin.
and Robin, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Clooney.
Um,
Who was the
dude.
best Batman?
I mean, I'm like, I'm a big Keaton guy. I did recently watch the '89 Batman. I think there's a couple
In a dark
like,
club, it looks legit. The mask is good.
It's all in the eye makeup, dude. I hate seeing like viral videos where a dude's just like not wearing eye makeup and the cowl, and it's like, man, you could try it a little more. in this.
Pussies.
Yeah, man, put
You're not even putting makeup on.
some eye makeup on there, man. Like, even
Idiot.
it's the best part of the newest one. Was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's got the makeup.
He's got the fucking.
I liked the newest one, but also he took like 10 shotgun blasts to the chest.
Oh, well, dude, it was like that whole. There was like 2 dudes with machine guns just unloading on him, and he was like, "I'm good."
Yeah, dude. Like
Even if he's bulletproof, dude, he's gonna
Right.
like feel that
you're
shit.
taking the force.
yeah, like,
You may not be penetrated by a round, but you're feeling the force of getting shot. That's what I didn't like about the John Wick movies after like the first one or whatever. They're
Right.
just using the bulletproof suit, and I'm like, I don't think it would work that way.
because then, yeah, it's literal plot armor. It's just the most literal plot armor you could do.
Like even the stormtroopers were just missing, right?
Yeah, because I haven't really seen past the first. I love the first one, and I think I started watching the second one, but I just like
John Wick.
never finished it. Yeah, I mean, I hear it's great. They're great.
It's good if you just want to see like egregious killing for
I love that
2
shit.
hours.
Like, I'm kind of a fan.
Yeah, nothing against that, but I watched all of them.
Just like old shit. I'm a big.
It's like It Man though. Like the first one is great, and then everything after is just like toppings, right?
Yeah.
Just a little whipped cream on top.
It's just like kind of like an imitate, or not imitate, but like a shadow of the first one.
Watch him beat up a couple more people.
I need to see this because it's like that guy from like Rogue One, the blind dude.
It Man, yeah,
That's
yeah.
It Man guy.
It's kind of like loosely historical. Like it's set in a time period around like World War II, I think.
Yeah.
And he just beats down like a whole town of people, essentially.
Yeah,
It's like Kung Fu John Wick.
when it's like kind of it's like international. Because I've seen like the Raid. It's a Cantonese. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like a foreign. It's like a more modern kind of thing. But I feel like that's always like people are like, yeah, you should watch It Man if you like the Raid.
Dude, I got burnt out on Kung Fu
I think it's like
movies
Indonesian. I think maybe.
because my old boss was like when Netflix first came out and they were doing the DVDs, he ordered like every single kung fu movie ever made and made a
That's
copy of it because he
awesome.
loved them.
Dude, before, man, because I guess you could probably pirate the Netflix DVDs, right? I don't know. You just, copy them.
I was working
Rip
at a
'em.
computer store, so we just had a bunch of computers around, and we were just ripping copies. We weren't
yeah.
selling them or anything.
Yeah,
we were
but,
just
you're just
passing
cloning them or
around,
whatever.
Yeah, because that was before streaming and all that. So that either your option was rip them off from Netflix or torrent them.
Yeah. Dude, that was a wild time when you just.
Oh, dude, I was an OG LimeWire downloader.
Dude. Yeah, I downloaded Stuck in the Middle with You by The Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
You would get
Erroneously
that,
titled. Yeah.
Did you ever get like the Bill Clinton like boner pill ads?
I think so. I think it just like unlocked a fucking memory.
It would be like the name of what you were looking for, like say Linkin Park Numb.
Yeah.
But then you would download it and it would be like a boner pill ad and it would have like a guy doing a Bill Clinton impression. He'd be like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. He'd play the sax.
Does it like advertise for a boner? It was like
I don't
and
remember.
then it's like after boner pill, and he was like, I did have sex with that woman.
If that was his confession and he was releasing it through LimeWire. I actually
Also,
don't
just a
remember
sweet
what it was
sax
about.
riff.
Because I remember I would be at my buddy's house. We would try to download something, and then we would open it. And as soon as we heard Bill Clinton's voice, we would stop and delete it because we knew it was a virus.
Yeah, no. You're like, oh, I want to like torrent and make a like tribute or like a tribute CD for my dead grandmother. What's the worst that could happen?
I did not have sexual relations. It's like, I remember this. I saw it on TV.
Yeah. I don't know who was making like their grandmother mixtape, but like it's 2002. It could happen.
Yeah.
Just 2003. It could
It's
happen.
definitely happened in 2002.
I mean, Reid is the one that brought it up, so
I guarantee you some kid made their grandmother a CD mixtape with like All American Rejects on it.
Well, I like this. This lady can sing.
That happened to me a couple times. My dad was like, "Oh, they got a girl singer." I'm like, "No, it's a guy."
It's what color card? What is this?
Yeah, yeah. My parents did not understand the emo scene culture.
I like thought about the guy from that All American Rejects. I was like, what's happened to this whole? Do you think they like had to get jobs? Do you think the All American Rejects guys were getting
They
a job?
probably do something like adjacent to being rock stars.
they probably
If I
finally
had
got
to-
accepted.
Yeah.
They weren't rejected anymore,
Yeah,
so
they
they
were
were able
just
to
like-
move on to the next plane.
Like, we're gonna try and break into the German. We're gonna be the all German Rejects.
Well,
Now they're the all Chinese compliers.
remember the guy from Drake and Josh? He like moved to Mexico or Spain or somewhere where they speak Spanish. I can't remember which one. And then he started a music career, and then he got canceled for the Me Too movement, and now I don't know what he's doing.
Dude, I mean, there was a weird amount of just like singers and bands that got canceled because not because Me Too, but like COVID. Also, I think like Real Big Fish broke up because their singer was like a real anti-vax guy.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh man, Real Big Fish, fucking.
Hey, well, look where we are now. You know, I'm vaccinated, but when I think back, I'm like, did it do anything really?
Yeah, no, I mean, I like just got my last booster 2 days ago to go to like do shows at like a con this weekend. I was like, they were like, you didn't get your last booster. And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot, my bad.
I didn't get any of them.
Let's do that. Yeah.
I got COVID
don't
after
know.
I got double vaccinated, so I was like, well, this is stupid.
I mean, yeah, I got like boosted twice and I got COVID. couple
Plus-
months ago.
I'm pretty sure the Illuminati invented COVID in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
So
Underneath a Krispy Kreme in Winston-Salem.
take that, Facebook terms of service. Can't stop me now.
Nah, I'm all about that herd immunity.
When did you move to Atlanta?
January 2022.
So you've been here a little over a year now.
About a year, well, a year and a half.
How's it been treating
So-
you?
It's been good. I mean, like, I don't know. I came from like, like a real bullshit small town. Like, we drove 30 minutes into Greensboro to do shit, So it's
Right.
like, just been upgrading cities, I guess. But like, yeah, man, it's been rough on my cars. Cars and
Atlanta?
shit.
I
Yeah.
heard all the Kias are getting stolen out here.
And then my Honda Civic got like rear-ended and totaled last January.
Jeez.
And it was like I got my car back in March, and then like that happened in like May, and I was like, cool, man. I'm just gonna be in a rental. I think I've been in a rental car like half the time I've had a car.
This is
Like,
this is a crazy city for motorists.
Yeah.
You gotta be alert because people are always trying to blast around each other here for some reason. It's like if there's a guy stopped, it's probably for a reason, and everyone always tries to just like. If you take too long to make a left turn, some dude will just like drive around you and make a left turn.
It
That's
was like-
happened to me multiple times.
it was like on my way here. I think it was near like Cobb Parkway, but it was like some like Dodge Caravan made like a 6-lane like exit like turn, and it was crazy to see.
People are crazy. You ever watched like the road rage videos on YouTube or whatever?
Oh man, I would love to. Yeah, I would
road
like
rage
to.
compilations.
That's like my little Reddit thing. It's like a car crashes,
Yeah.
public freak out shit.
Yeah. Public freakouts. That's another good one. Dude, I saw one on the road rage where it was like some people got into it, cut off or honking or something, and then the guy pulls a gun out and starts waving it out the window. And I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, that's the West End right there.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been there before. Right at that intersection.
Yeah, there's right on White Street.
Oh, that's me pointing my gun.
I live 5 minutes from there now.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I saw one straight up right there on
Dude.
the compilation.
I mean, I came home from Thanksgiving last year. I don't know, I've been gone for a couple of days, and I like pulled into my parking lot of my apartment, and like I don't know, I lived in like West Midtown. I don't know. But this dude in the second floor balcony, just like some lady came out to walk her dog, and it was apparently the girlfriend of this guy in the balcony. He had like an AR-15,
Jeez.
and he just like asked me what I was doing while I was like smoking a cigarette, and I was like,
Was he a security guard? or-
no, he was just like a dude who lived there who was just like,
All right, you're cool.
yeah.
Don't go to your apartment tomorrow.
I was just, dude, it was just like, I guess he was like worried for his girlfriend. Then it's like, you walk your dog with your gun.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Well, you know,
Like a French bulldog and an AR-15. Like, that's what I want.
don't mess with my dog.
Yeah.
Don't mess with
But like
my
from a
dog.
height, like intimidate me. It was just like real. All
Hey.
right, dude.
Stay away from my dog.
What do you do, man? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like smoking a cigarette, wearing a Blade Runner hoodie. Why
Are
is
there,
this?
Why, are there assassins out to get his dog? That could be.
Yeah, no, he's just like a weird dog that has like a microchip.
What if he's like a royal dog and no one knows that the bloodline still exists?
It's like in this bloodline, it's like the cure for cancer. You got to get it out of this French bulldog, you know.
So some dude who lives in a gentrified apartment in Weston. Because that area, you know, that didn't exist until like you moved there.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is like West Midtown,
Oh,
where
okay.
that happened at.
Okay.
But I mean, that was what
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard
people
about.
die there all the time.
But I heard like a couple years ago, it was pretty much the same deal. You know, I think it was just a couple years into gentrification.
Yeah. Yeah, East Atlanta. That's kind of a newer one. I
Yeah,
think that might have been like one of the first gentrification spots.
totally.
And then
Because
it just moved west from there.
you're from here like originally?
From Marietta, yeah.
Okay,
So I hang out in the cool areas.
Nice. No, I don't know. When I moved here, I just got drunk in the AV like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool spot. There's cool people down there. It's like one of those weird places where everyone looks and dresses exactly the same.
Totally.
And a lot of motorcycle culture around there and stuff.
Yeah.
Music and punk music and
Do you like play shows down there? Or anything?
Yeah, there was a Sabbath Brewing, but that guy got canceled. 529 has always done like real underground shows.
Yeah, I've been meaning to like just check out music shows there.
529 they do good shows. I don't know who runs that, but and then you're not too far from the Masquerade. That's like the big venue now.
No, yeah, I've been to a couple shows. I saw like Carcass and Municipal Waste there. I think most recently.
Yeah,
Good
real
time.
punk stuff.
Yeah,
Dude, I went to this punk house in East Atlanta where they were
Nice.
having shows like in their like living room or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my friend's band was playing from out of town. And I took one step inside this house, dude, and I could not breathe. It smelled so bad. Like everything was just layered with like this crust punk
Oh my god.
resin. And it
I know
smelled
exactly.
like animal shit, like cat piss if you like filled a swimming pool with it. And just like so disgusting. I couldn't stand in there, and I was like, hey dude, I came out to support you, but I am not watching your set, man, because I cannot stand in that house for 5 minutes.
And there's like, oh, you don't want like some refreshments, and he just gestures towards like a bunch of like stolen cold Chef Boyardee cans.
Dude, there was a pile of trash in the yard, and I'm looking at this pile of trash, and I'm like, you can't clean that up. Now with like, I guess if you put gloves and like you really make a day of it, right? Get some shovels or something. But I'm like, this has already gone too far.
Yeah, like they're cleaning up as a project.
There's plants growing in it now and all kinds of stuff. Like you can't just put all this into the trash and have the trash man take it away. How do people live there?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was like the equivalent of that, like around the corner from NYP, like in Greensboro. It's called like Tuba House. And like,
I ate some pizza at that spot.
oh
I don't know
yeah,
if it was good or not.
dude, I remember you could get like $1.75 PBR pours, you know, and like, dude, I remember just being so many shows and just like the plastic cup just being smashed against your chest in the pit, you know, and you're like,
I remember it was like a dining area, but they would just push all the tables and stack them up or whatever.
because did you play in the area where there's the bar?
It's like there was like 2 rooms where the pizza
Yeah, 'cause
is,
when I was there was like the pizza side,
and I guess
then,
there was a
like,
bar. Yeah,
Then there was a bigger room that had like a bar on it.
yeah.
I haven't been there in such a long time. Dude, like there was an undercover drug bust there one time when I was there.
Nice.
That place, wild.
Let's see. There was a couple other comics there. I can't remember the one guy's name, but David Decaro.
Oh yeah.
Was there?
Dave Decker was great. I love Dave Decker.
Yeah, and he was funny, and I was very like
He
pleasantly.
was fucking blonde hair Richard. What's his name? The guy from like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
yeah. I can't remember his name either.
Long haired guy.
I was pleasantly surprised at how funny the local Greensboro comics were.
No, it's a good scene.
And I since been back to do like the Idiot Box and
Yeah.
stuff. And we're going up there September for the festival.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be a good time. That's awesome.
So stomping grounds.
I did the first year of the festival, and like, I would like to go. I think I did the last day of it last year.
Yeah.
Like on my way back from here.
Well, you're
you
an
know?
Atlanta comic now.
Yeah. No, I mean like the Idiot Box is great. They're solid.
Yeah.
Because it was like Greensboro was always like the weirder scene in North Carolina. Like Raleigh would be like you're more like mainstream,
Raleigh?
like club comedy and.
Yeah. I didn't. I found some scene in Raleigh, but what I noticed about that area was like a lot of the Charlotte comics. They kind of even the Greensboro comics. They kind of travel around to the different cities for different things.
Totally.
Charlotte has a really cool kind of DIY scene over there.
Dude, I think that did you do like the Evening Muse or something?
I did the Evening
There?
Muse.
Yeah,
I did
that's a great
Skylark Social
Skylark.
Club.
Oh yeah, with Chris old Patterson, Chris P.
Yeah.
Love that dude.
Love Chris.
Yeah, I did a show there
Starlight.
before. Yeah.
That I heard that whole like area is like an arts and entertainment district.
The
now.
Noda.
Yeah,
Noda,
it's,
right?
like one guy owns all those spots, but they did charge me $5 to get in, and I was like,
Damn.
I'm one of the comics, and he was like, yeah,
For your own show.
and and I was like,
Wait,
well,
which one's the punk venue? Is that the Skylark or the
Skylark's the
Star-
punk venue.
Okay.
They didn't charge me
yeah.
at
Yeah,
Skylark.
no, that
obviously,
place was
but
really cool.
in Noda, they were like charging covers and stuff, and I was like, well, I talked to so and so, the host, beforehand, and he asked me to be here, and he's like, all right, well, go get him and bring him over, and I was like, I'll just pay the $5.
No, dude.
So I don't blame. That could just be a door guy who hasn't been working as a door guy that
So I
long.
think the other place is kind of like a snaz. Is it like kind of like a more upscale kind of spot? It's kind of
The Evening Muse.
snazzy.
Yeah, it
No,
was
the-
like a jazz club kind of vibe, but
Oh, you're talking about the Evening Muse? I thought you were talking about
that's where
Starlight.
I got, Starlight was kind of similar. It was just
Yeah.
kind of artsy.
totally. Because I've done the Evening Muse before. That's a solid room.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, there's a great video rental store that used to do shows at. Used to have shows in Charlotte. Fucking rules. It was like a little black box theater in the back of this like.
Okay.
It's called Vizart.
Yeah, I like that, man. I like the DIY element to a scene because it's like,
Totally.
what are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
Or do we all want to be club features, or are we doing different things? Like that's why I love El Dorado, because
I think that is the very like punk rock. It's like the punk rock vein of Atlanta comedy, right?
they could do really anything, but they choose
Yeah.
to do weird, avant-garde type shit, which I like.
Totally.
So I try to support that spot as much as possible.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
really friends with a lot of the clubs or anything like that. Just haven't connected with. I've talked to some of the people, but it's like I really we gotta be able to work together, right?
Yeah. No, that's the thing is like, yeah, I feel like I could like work with Miguel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would be like an employee at any club. I don't, and also I don't know if I'd like, be the right person for the job all the time.
Right. I don't want the way I do a job for money to affect the way you see me as a comedian, right?
Right.
That's why I don't want to work at a comedy club.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
that whole thing.
Because my thing is like, I don't care about a job for money. That's why I'm doing stand up. That's
Right.
why I like to play music. That's why I do other shit.
and I love to hate my job.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like hate my job at the
Yeah.
place I want to work at as a comedian.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck, dude, I gotta go to work tomorrow. This sucks. Oh, I work at the Funny Bone.
Like,
What are we doing here?
so yeah, people would get like shows, like jobs, like the Improv in Raleigh. I'd just be like, I don't know. I was just like, I'm sick of these fucking $17 tiny tacos.
That's a good way to do it, but I think if you're gonna work at a comedy club, yeah, you can't get sucked into the $7 tacos. You gotta be like aiming higher, trying to connect with the headliners,
Yeah.
or trying to sell jokes to road comics or something like that. Like you gotta be leveraging that spot. You can't be like, oh, I only made $50 in tips tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you work at the freaking Improv, dude.
Because then, like, I don't know, man. I'd be like, I'm going to put my 2 weeks in, And then it's like, oh, now it's going to be like a weird fractured relationship. Like, I don't want to work here. And they're like, oh, like, we're not going
Yeah.
to fucking book you then,
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah, most definitely. That I'm saying, like, It can. They can. The way they see you will start to be different.
Totally.
Because on paper, you're below them on the totem pole. Whereas if you're just a random guy, like we're equals technically because I could burn your establishment down at any time I wish. That makes us equals.
Dude, just fucking like flamethrower your fucking comedy club, dude.
I'll burn it down. If it comes to that, take that, Facebook.
Billy, I might have to stop having you over.
Burn this recording studio to the ground.
No, you're just renting this place. I wouldn't do that to a corporation that owns this house.
No.
That's rude.
Is this a corporate housing? Is this
I'm not
is this like
saying-
Goodyear? Goodyear owns this house.
Yeah.
The tires. What am I talking about?
BlackRock owns it. I'm not saying I would burn down the comedy club. I'm saying the fact that I have the option to makes us equal.
I just thought of different comedy clubs I would like want to
Why does that option go away if you're employed, though? Wouldn't it maybe be easier if you're employed?
Conflict of interest.
If you're burning it down, man, you're burning it down. I don't
Yeah,
think the
but then-
conflict
Yeah.
of interest is that big of a deal.
Then
now.
you're a begrudged employee, right?
Oh, so you're like
Okay.
suspect number one, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah, that's
But-
actually pretty smart. You're 2 steps ahead, Billy.
Yeah. If I do
You're playing
it
chess.
just 'cause-
experienced arsonist.
if I do it just because I don't think they book the funniest comics, then I'm just a crazy person.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have to be personal. You just
I'm,
have a mental break.
I'm insane.
You were just a pyromaniac. No. I think they should get the whole weekend. I'm just
What? That guy's the resident this month?
the only way I can get an erection is if I feel the heat from an open flame.
Yeah. I don't know. You can't. Can you still get away with arson? I guess you can. I feel like the technology, like the AI, will catch you now
Oh yeah, no.
if you try to burn down the comedy club.
I think it would get drone scanned or something like that.
Yeah, they'll check your social credit score. Be like, this guy.
Social credits.
This guy has no clout.
No cloud, man. We're just gonna fucking Obama him right here. Just gonna shoot him with a rocket.
You got any clout? You ever had any viral moments?
I was in a mention in a not by like name. I was mentioned in a Salon article once
Okay.
about being in Raleigh, like around after the pandemic started. Like these dudes would start bringing like assault rifles like downtown, and it like happened once, and then they showed up again, and I got my Batman costume on, and I like made a sign that said "Guns killed my parents," and I just like followed them around in downtown.
That's pretty funny.
But it was like when one of the guys went viral because he had like an inert rocket launcher, and he was like trying to order a sandwich from the Subway
That's pretty
in downtown Raleigh, and someone took a picture of it and like blew the fuck up.
That's hilarious. What were they, like Sons of Freedom or something like
Oh,
that?
dude, they had some dumb name. I can't remember what it was. But like, what pissed me off the most was like, one was just a couple, were like, guys didn't kill your parents, criminals did, and one dude was like, Joe Chill killed your parents, and I was like, oh shit, that's like canon, bro. You're like a nerdy Second Amendment guy.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Kevlar. Yeah, we're just like, we have a weird middle of our Venn diagram, dude, you know? We could not be more different, except we know the name of the guy who killed Bruce Wayne's parents.
Were you like a comic book store hangout kind of kid?
Yeah, I mean, you had to like go into Greensboro to get to the comic book store, so it's like my dad was a farmer and he like sold people hay like in Greensboro. I'd be like, could I go buy Acme Comics on Lawndale, Boulevard? So it was just like I'd be like dropped off for like 10 minutes and I'm just like covered in hay and dirt. And I'm just like, oh, I need my Ultimate Spider-Man. Here's $20. Thank you. Like And then I go back to the farm and just read my dumb books.
Because I did the comic books a little bit, but I got very into manga because I could follow the story. It felt like comic books were kind of like, it's a little overwhelming as a kid when you're looking at like boxes full of comics and you're like, well, where do I start?
It's like I couldn't imagine anyone just jumping into any X-Men continuity at any time. It's just always convoluted as fuck.
Especially a child.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what appealed to me.
And they're a
with
Jean
manga.
Grey, but they're Jean Grey from like a different timeline. And this is a clone Jean Grey. And then that's the actual original. Yeah.
So I don't know how they solved that problem in like the Marvel universe of like, hey, if you want to read comics, here's where you start. Like,
they've started doing a couple where it's just kind of, I feel like it's like retellings of histories by like
okay, that's good. Yeah.
modern creators kind of.
Because when the Marvel movies came out, that I feel like surged in popularity with the mainstream
Totally.
to the Marvel comics, which I was always a fan of once I got into like middle school and high school and stuff. But at the same time, it was kind of like, okay, I'm just jumping into something I know nothing about and I'm going to ride it out. Maybe there'll be some cool battles or something.
And it's like, oh man, I still remember when it wasn't cool. I remember when it was very punchable to be like super into Spider-Man, you know? And like, yeah, it really like, it's crazy how just people know who Kang is. And I'm like, why do people know? Why do like hot girls I went to middle school with know who Kang is now? I don't like that at all.
Right. Anime is the same too. Like,
It's real mainstream.
I remember when, if you liked anime, they would call you by a certain word that starts with the F.
Yep.
And, you know, we had to suffer. We were the real Stonewall, the anime fans.
You guys were lamer than we were. We like did look down. You really read their shit right to left like a goddamn asshole.
Yeah, it's from Japan. But, you know,
all your noses and your art looks the same. It's bullshit.
I guess like it just kind of hit the mainstream with a couple easy access ones, right?
Well, it was like Toonami probably was a big factor.
Yeah, I went to Micro Center recently, which is like the computer parts store. It's like the tech kind of, what did they used to have? Media Play or Fry's Electronics.
Okay, yeah.
And I saw like a group of young, like I want to say high school age girls, all like building their own PCs. Like they had the parts set up for all their own like gaming PCs. And I'm like thinking back, I'm like, when I was in high school, this was unheard of.
Yeah.
Like, you would not see a high school girl building a gaming PC. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's like accessibility or just the internet. I don't know.
I think it's just the internet. Like they saw some people, and also like maybe when I was in high school, girls didn't really want to play video games at the time, and now with like my wife watches people play The Sims.
Yeah.
A lot. Now everybody wants to play The Sims.
I feel like there is like a pretty strong female audience for The Sims.
Yeah.
I've like dated a lot of girls who are like really into The Sims.
Yeah, and all you do is just like build houses and like interior decorate.
Yeah, it's like you don't like none of these people kill any other people or anything.
It's like, dude, you don't even clean at home, and you're reorganizing the living room in here right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's where all my like shame in the video game would come from. I'm just like covered in my own like Pop-Tart dust, you know, and then I'm just like, oh, I got to make my garage perfect.
Do you play a lot of video games?
No, I haven't lately. I went through a weird, like I replayed The Last of Us a couple months ago, but in moving, it was really weird that like I didn't have the internet for the last 2 weeks at my old place. So like I just like started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 again,
Nice.
you know, like
I love that
offline
game.
and shit. I never finished it the first time I got it, but like
That's one of my favorite games, dude. It's so big.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much to do. You can never just do one thing.
Because I was always looking more into like Red Dead Redemption 2 and shit.
I got it on sale, but I haven't made it too far through because that feels like a big game too.
Oh,
Like, it's
yeah.
gonna take me a while.
Dude, I was like a lot of
That
hours
game
into
is
it.
That game, I think
Yeah.
it took me like over 60 hours the first time I played through it.
I'm
That's
gonna
a big
do
game.
it. I'm just waiting for the right time. I play a
It
game.
is really, really good though.
I play a game, Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay.
It's like a farming game, but there's a
think
lot
I've
of
heard
stuff
of
you
it.
can do. You can go in dungeons and like fight monsters and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I do find myself being like, I've done all my chores around the farm, but none of my chores around the house. Like, my laundry's not done. My dishes aren't done. Like the floor needs to be vacuumed, but I harvested all of my parsnips, and I started conserving my grapes, putting them, jarring them. You know,
That's how it'd be in Grand Theft Auto. I'd be like, oh man, I'm like living in my own filth, but like I made a decent amount of money towing cars or just being a taxi driver.
you made like $100K a year to being a taxi driver. It's like, I did pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, that's pretty impressive.
I like the GTA 5 online. I got a couple friends that I play it with.
Yeah.
And, it feels very much like,
I'm sure there's still like a lot of people playing that.
oh yeah,
Online
there's still a
still.
good community.
Yeah.
But it's very satisfying because in that game, I have a luxury apartment. I have a Lamborghini. I got a
Nice.
Porsche. You know, I got a nice off-roading truck. So I got a airplane. I got a.
If you like smash your airplane, does it like respawn?
Yeah, you get
Or
it
whatever.
back.
Okay, cool. Dude,
I
I'm
think
like
you
real
gotta
bad
buy
at
the
flying right
insurance
now.
though.
Oh, you have to buy insurance for it. That makes
Maybe.
God damn it. Who introduced insurance into
Right.
Grand Theft Auto, dude? I like do not like that at
Because
all.
one time I did soup up like a car I just grabbed off the street.
Yeah.
Like the really nice cars, they don't let you just steal them off the street. But the cheap, shitty Kia Souls that you find, I took one of those to the chop shop and I upgraded it. I spent a bunch of money on it, and then some guy blew it up with a missile or something like that. And then I realized I didn't buy the insurance or whatever, so it was gone.
I just hate that. Like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto to get away from the worries of insurance, you know. And now I gotta like. That's like if you have to play Mario and they're like you want to give Luigi health insurance, and I'm like, no, what? It's like it costs 5 stars or I don't know, you know. Fuck you.
Yeah, you had 5 lives, but you have to pay the deductible for the first 3 lives.
Yeah.
Before
Like, do you
you
know
get 5 lives?
how much money I'm spending on life insurance for Doom Guy? It's crazy. It's insane. He's in hell.
They could probably incorporate that to like Fortnite. They got like everything in there now.
Oh, totally.
They did a whole Marvel series in Fortnite, and you could be like Thanos and Spider-Man. And
I
it was
don't
a
know
good
anything
time.
about Fortnite. I feel like that's like a
It's fun, but they did a lot of crossovers, and that helped a lot because now you could have Thanos going up against Naruto.
oh
And
sick.
they're shooting AR-15s at each other.
And it's just
They're
like skins you buy and
it's fun,
stuff.
Yeah, they give
It's
you
like
a
a
lot for free too.
Family friendly shooter or whatever.
Yeah, it's for kids,
Yeah.
but it's fun. It's free. I guess we should get out of here. Trent's giving me the light over here.
It's giving you the index card. I like that. I like that lighting system.
You got anything you want to plug? Any projects? People can find you online or something?
Yeah, I mean you can find me on Instagram. It's just my name, Reid Pegram. There'll be a caption for this, right? Yeah, you got it right there. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just for like 4x3, I just shot like a 20-minute tape
Okay.
for them. That'll be on YouTube sometime. And do I have coming up? What do I have coming up? Nah, I don't know. It's just like that. Follow me on stuff. I'll let you guys know.
Sick. Thanks
soon.
for coming through, man.
No, thanks for having me, man.
This was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it, Billy. Thanks, man.
Peace, y'all.